Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I highlight and contour my face. It's something that I have been really doing almost every single day lately just because I love the way that it looks and my favorite thing to do. I probably should have done this for this video, but actually lately I've been just wearing a lot of times just mascara, no eyeshadow, a bright lip, and doing a highlight and contour, and it just adds a level of glam, I think, to your look. It's not as in your face as like a glitter eyeshadow or winged out eyeliner or something like that. It's more of a subtle sophistication, I think, that it adds. And I'm going to show you some optional things in this tutorial, so I'm going to try to point out when something is optional or when I don't necessarily do it every day. For example, I'm going to show you how you can use a concealer to actually amp up your contour. So just little things like that. So if you want to see how to get this look, just keep watching. I've already had my foundation on, and today I actually used my Revlon Colorstay Whipped Cream foundation in Natural Beige. So I do tend to do my highlighting and contouring routine a little bit backwards because I do like to use my concealers to highlight as well. I'm going to start off by using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Treatment Concealer, and I'm applying that under the eyes. And you guys have seen me do this a million times, but when I really want a more intensified highlight, I'll apply a little bit more of it like that, kind of in a triangle shape. I'll also apply it to different areas on my face. So I'll take it down the center of my nose a little bit. It's just basically like a bright pink, a really light pink brightening product on my chin. And then I should have done this before I put my lipstick on, but that's okay. My Cupid's bow. And then I do a little upside down triangle on my forehead like that. This is an F80 just to blend out the areas on my face. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques foundation brush. I am obsessed with this brush, you guys. And I really don't do a lot to rub and blend this in. I just really tap it a little bit. When I want more of a highlight, I will bring it up a little bit farther on top of the cheekbones. But it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm really doing most of my concealing with my actual concealer. And for that, I'm using my Revlon Age Defying in Light Medium. And I just tap it right over top. This is just going to color match it, add a little bit more coverage. Cannot talk today. Add a little bit more coverage and color match it so that it doesn't look that, you know, that really bright pink color under your eyes. So one thing that I have been doing lately is using a darker cream product to do my contour, where I just want the more intense shadows to be and I want the most dramatic contour to be. And I think the easiest way to get a more dramatic look, and I'm going out tonight so I thought it would be, you know, befitting, is to use a roll up concealer that is a few shades darker than your skin tone. This one is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer in N45, which is more of a neutral shade. So what I'm doing here is I'm just starting right, ooh, my ring's caught in my hair. Hey, what's up? Right above my ear, right here, like the top of where my ear starts, and just drawing a line, and the line is gonna end right in the outer corner of my eye. The other place I usually do is right under my chin, and then a little bit on the hairline right there. I do a little V shape on my temple, and then of course a little V shape on the other side. The F82 Round Top Kabuki. And I'm just going to, you don't want to go like this because the whole point is to have that shadowing right here in your contour area. So it's going to lightly just brush over it. And then we're going to go back in and further blend it out with our powder contouring product, and that's kind of the whole point, is to have some of the powder, some of the concealer, creating a more dimensional look and using the products together. So I'm going to lightly dust some of my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I use the shade Nude Beige all over my foundation to set it. And then I'm going to set my under eye concealer with my Nye Cameo Powder. If you have a darker skin tone, the banana powder would be a really good color for you. Lightly dust a little bit and then blend it down into the rest of my foundation. But sometimes I'll take whatever's left on the brush and go over the areas that I have highlighted with my Maybelline Treatment Concealer. And it'll just intensify that a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to use my F05 brush, which is my favorite contouring brush, my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in Give Me Sun, which looks like it would be really orange, especially for my skin, but I actually love the way that it looks. So instead of just going like this with my brush, if I want more of a precise contour, I'll tap the edge, or you can just use a smaller brush, but I like to use this to apply and to blend. I'm just gonna go right over where I applied that concealer from the top of my ear down. And if you need to figure out where your contour area is, you can do the fishy face if you want. Basically right there. But I can just kind of feel where it goes in there. And so I use the edge of my brush to start, and then I just start blending it a little bit with the more rounded part of my brush. And personally, I don't like to go past like right here with my contour, just because I think it can start looking a little bit too chiseled. And for my chin, to add on to that contour we've already done, I'll do like a V shape. Go around my temple, right over top where we did with the darker concealer, but again, it's just in a bigger area this time because it's a less intense looking product. Temple, hairline. Then what I like to do is kind of connect everything around the edges of my face. Now I would not do this with a darker concealer. I just personally think it looks a little too harsh. But I will do it with a powder. Just kind of trace around the outer edges of my face. It just like connects everything. My favorite type of brush to contour my nose, and I make sure to tap it off really well, is an E70, and I start all the way up by my eyebrow, girl, and just contour straight down like that. And you're gonna have a line, so don't be scared. We're going to take care of that in a second. Same thing on the other side, obviously. Start the eyebrow and just trace a straight line down. Then I'll do a little V on the edge of my nose like that. I'm just gonna take an E40 blending brush. It's like a fluffier eyeshadow brush, and just blend it. And you don't want to go all over, of course. You want to, the point is to keep that shading in the same spot, but you just want to soften it. Or you can even just go over with your finger. A lot of times that works really well too. So now I'm going to apply my blush on top of my contour area. This is Pink Swoon by MAC. Your blush is just gonna go right above your contour. Really, really simple, just like that. A lot of times I won't even do an additional highlighting product. I just use that under eye concealer that I did as my actual highlight, because it does kind of come down on the top of your cheekbones as well. I'm just going to do it just to show you. This is the Lorac Perfectly Lit Spotlight Highlighting Powder. And taking that on an e.l.f. fan brush, just right over the cheekbones, just like that, right above the blush. You're just stacking your contour, blush, and highlight right on top of each other. So it's an easy way to think of it. And if you want to see how I apply a liquid or cream highlighter with my beauty blender, this is how I've been doing it lately. I will link to a recent video below. Touch up my lipstick. Ew, gross. So that is it for this highlighting and contouring video. I'm going to try to give you a closer look. I feel like this lighting kind of washes me out, so hopefully you can really see the contour the way that I'm seeing it in the mirror. But keep in mind, I know I showed you a lot in this video. There's a lot of things thrown at you in this video, but I don't do all of these steps every single day. So like I mentioned with the contouring with the concealer, I decided to include that in this video because it's more of a dramatic night out type of look, and I'm going out tonight, so it's kind of fitting. Sometimes I'll even skip the blush or skip the powder highlighter. Honestly, I'll just do the contouring. I wanted to show you how that would fit into the routine. I think that was important to include those steps. But it's up to you guys to pick and choose what steps you want to toss out, what steps you want to try and include in your routine. And I hope you have an amazing weekend. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.